everybody to Command Combat Battle Reports, and today we have SAGA. This is the Eastern expansion with all the Crusades. Our Crusaders today are Milites Christy, and they will be taking on the Serasins. Let's take a look at our forces. The Milites Christy have 3 units of cavalry, 2 units of foot soldiers, and a unit of crossbowmen. Plus, of course, they have their commander.
The religious order is decided to find a very terrainy kind of area with a steep hill, a little bit of a marsh, and a gentle rise. And what I want to do is take away the Saracens' mobility. That's why I put these rough terrain pieces in to give me stopgaps, so it's to maybe so I can put all my stuff in one area and try to take them out that way.
On the side of the Saracens, they have a unit of bowmen, 3 units of cavalry, many of them have bows as that's common in this region, and a unit of camel riders. Watch for the Crusaders running from those, as their horses do not like the smell of camels. Plus, of course, they have their commander.
Today, the leader, the warlord, is Mohammed Trump. The mission here is to take out the evil Christian orders over there. The terrain selection, I'm placing the terrain out there to act as a base. The irregular ground or rough ground is acting as a base for the levy archers. The basic plan today is I'm going to see where he ends up putting his troops, and I'll respond to that with the mighty horse archers and Bedouins here, and just basically just keep shooting away until it shows and I tear them apart.
Alright, so we're all set up. We have Milites Christy or Milites Christy versus Saracen, which is appropriate because Chris and I used to work at a place called Serasins. Alright, and so if I end up calling him that, that's the reason. So we got Milites Christy, or however you pronounce it, the Crusaders over here. Soldiers set up here. They're almost all warriors. Over here we got some crossbowmen over here. We got more warriors over here. They're called sergeants in this. You got their commander right in here. What's the commander's name of this one?
It's Jeffrey the Fool.
Jeffrey the Fool is set up right there. And we got warriors over here. The black ones are Hearthguard. In the setup, when I was showing the armies, I had 8 of them there as if they were warriors, but in fact they're actually supposed to be Hearthguard, so there's only 4 of them with more warriors over there. So this is basically your just block of knights right over there with the infantry and the archers guarding over here. Saracens is very interesting here. We have the camel riders all along here on the flank. They're skirmishers. You have inside the rocks all of these archers all set up in the center right across from the other archers, so watch for some arrows going there. Speaking of arrows, almost all of these guys are armed with bows except for this Hearthguard warrior unit. They're about the only ones without bows, but everybody else has bows. Bows for everyone. Apparently Oprah came through here and was handing out bows. And so, everyone is set up. We shall see how it goes. All right. And then over here, what kind of knights are these, the way that they're painted?
These are Lazarus, these are the Hospitallers, and these are the Knights of Jerusalem.
It's based on the flags that they have up there?
And the colors that they wear.
Painted by Joe Nacchio and Nacchio, and he's going to kill me for that. Flags by the Flag Dude, which we'll have a link in the doobly-doo if he's still doing flags. And the Saracens come out fighting really hard. They have moved up there. Well, actually, the camels moved up to here, shot at these guys. You can see there aren't that many of them left. There was also some fire that came out of here. Then the camels moved around to this particular side, taking a fatigue as they go, but getting towards those foot knights in the meantime. These horse archers ran up, shot up some of those foot knights over there, and then ran back. It's something the Saracens do quite a bit. They also did it with these guys, running up to here, along with the Hearthguard over there, shot down a lot of the blue knights over there. In fact, actually, and men-at-arms, and in fact, there is only a single line left there.
Brothers. These are knights.
All right.
Those are brothers.
So there's the
brother. We could have used some more crossbowmen.
The knights are when there's only 4. There's the black knights, and the rest are brothers, which is essentially less strong, less powerful, and they're getting chopped down. And the Christian military order answers back strongly with their cavalry. The knights and the brothers went rushing forward there. You may notice that the Saracen Hearthguard is no longer there. It's because they're in the graveyard over there. They're fuzzy because they're in the graveyard. They're just ghosts. They got hit first by the knights. The black knights tore them apart. There was one survivor. Then the blue brothers came in, finished them off. And the Saracens actually teased the rest of them who were wanting to go forward anyway. And so these brothers have gone forward with their leader saying, "Follow me."
Not that far!
Sort of going, "Follow me ahead of me." But they're so ticked off at the way the Saracens are teasing them, so they're going forward. Meanwhile, all the rest, oh yeah, these guys have backed up a little bit and are guarding themselves against the camels and the archers. We'll see how this next turn goes. And it really is a great example here of the different types of fightings between the Knights of Christ and the Seraphims, East versus West, because just as we saw the Knights and brothers rushing in there and slaughtering them with melee, so too now are we seeing the Seraphims and their ability to go in and come close range and shoot them down with bow fire. First, you see that the crossbowmen have been shot down. They did that with their camel riders, and their archers have been firing, but also they came up with cavalry, and then on a charge finished off the brothers that were the white brothers there. And over here they moved up to the blue brothers over there, and the blues brothers that went up there and shot Elroy down, and so they're whittling them away. Right along that, now you have
take 2 more dice.
just opening between them. And in fact, you can see the two warlords are real close to each other, so if either one is activated, they have to attack one another.
Amazing.
The Hearthguard versus Hearthguard and Commander versus Commander. All in right there.
So I'm going to have to roll 3. I need 5s or 6s. And I didn't get any, so he dies.
Dun 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 dun!
And you saw most of what happened. It was the charge right here, and then the Black Knight continued on and pushed these archers back. Did a bit of damage to them, but now there's only one Black Knight left. Well, meanwhile, the Blue Brothers, the Blues Brothers ran back to there because
we didn't run. We tactically retreated.
Tactically retreated in the Blues Brothers mobile away from the neo-Nazis. I hate Nazis. And not much else happened anywhere else.
Oh, that's right. There's Tate Defiance.
Now the Saracen have moved, and true to form, they have moved their cavalry up and just shot over here, killed some foot knights over there, and they're moving the other archers out. Once their leader was killed, they lost a lot of their command dice, so now they are limited in the amount of things they can do. And now the Christian warriors, which I'm being told now are the great warriors of Christ, it's just getting better the whole time. They have run in here and taken out some mounted men. The infantry came up and took out mounted men, and the mounted came up and took out infantry. And so now these Saracens are struggling to hold on in the center. Meanwhile, the leader has gone back to here to hide from everybody. He is doing a tactical retreat.
He heard the church bells.
Oh, he heard the church bells. He's going to worship. He's going to pray.
It's Jeffrey the Foolish. He knows it's time to go.
He knows when it's time to go. In fact, he almost went in front of the camel archers and went, no, I'll go a little bit further back. One of them even said, hear them chuckling. And went, oh, okay, I'll pull back. So anyway, so now we go to the Saracens, and they have, what, 1 die left?
1 dice!
1 single die.
Activating my archers.
So we'll see how that goes.
6 shots.
His 1 shot, his 1 die is activating the archers to shoot there. And eating 3s, I think?
3s.
Oh my goodness.
2 hits. Well, that's better than nothing.
Only eating 3s are better to hit, and you only get 2 hits.
Yeah, well.
And do they save?
Yep.
Well, 1 saves.
No, both.
Oh, both of them save because it's a bow. Now the Bedouins have moved up on their flank.
Go way up,
and are going to try to shoot off the Blues Brothers.
Towards them.
It's the 2 guys and the boy. Yes, the one from the sequel. So maybe we do hope they get hit.
And
they threw the javelins. They got some hits. Oh, the Blues Brothers are gone.
Right.
Elroy and the others. I don't remember their names. Gone. No. Activating again, putting some exhaustion on them. Going at the foot unit.
Meaning 4s. It's a little harder. 2 hits, Danny.
What's
1
it?
hit. And then I'm moving.
Yes. Last the end of the turn, the camel riders threw their javelins as they ran by, took out a guy, and they continued riding right along. Christian warriors have moved back into this corner to kind of defend themselves against
fighting
the Saracens
for
over
what
there.
is just.
Saracens have done very simple move. They got their cavalry up onto that hill with their flagman back behind them going, come on guys, we can do it. But so far they are actually in the lead, so if nobody does any more fighting, the Saracens will win. As a final desperate maneuver, Jeff the Foolish is living up to his name and charging right into all that cavalry to try to win this game on a desperate bid.
4, 5. I think you hit 5 guys there.
Jeff might
Take out the ones.
taken out of
you got
this.
8 hits.
Yeah.
While
Okay.
meanwhile, Jeff did that much damage in return. This is the saving.
3, so I lose 5 guys.
Jeff takes out 5 of them.
4.
And these are his saves. Does he
You're
make
dead.
it?
That's
He needs
2.
4. Oh, foolish Jeff does not make this.
I wanted to see what happened.
Oh,
Well, I don't know about the crossbowmen, but more knights might have been plentiful. But it was a great battle. We ended up losing by a little bit of savagery, and it was quite entertaining.
Mohammed is glorious. We took a day. Our swords and arrows were sharper than the infidels. We pushed them back across the battlefield. Shooting was very good. The Bedouins came across as a great unit. The shooting was awesome as we went up, shot, came back, started doing telling blows. The one rule that allows the Saracens to activate 2 out of 3 units. That caused my opponent to attack the 3rd one, brought him up over the hill into range of further missile fire, and from there it went out. Even though I did lose the Warlord, I ended up getting the Warlord on the other side, was a victim of the battle too. So just barely squeaked it out at 3 points, which is a victory for the infidel here today.
So despite a mighty showing by Jeff the Foolish, the Milites Christy lose the day. But the Saracen commander did not live to see his victory. Well, that was a close one and a good game. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to share it with your friends. Also, thumb us below and be sure to subscribe. Happy gaming, everybody!